Hey everyone, it's Melissa Hurt of Integrative Studio here with another video to help you be clear, productive, and influential in your job or college interview. Now let's just say you're feeling great, you're rolling with it, you're feeling authentic, questions and answers are just flowing beautifully, and then they ask you a question that you were not ready for. What do you do? Can we go back to another question? Um, um, I don't know. No, you're not doing any of that. You're going to breathe, you're going to smile, and you're going to stay relaxed. Remember, that is the foundation for your performance in this interview. But remember, you are the expert about yourself. You can answer any question. So let's just say that they ask you the question that you are not ready for. Maybe they say, so what did you not like about your last job? Now, the last thing you want to do is fall into negative gossip. That is so tacky, and they don't want to see that kind of person on their team. So that question might be a trick to see, are you the person that's going to be the negative Nancy? I sure hope not. Always find the spin that goes towards your resilience and your commitment to growth. So let's just say, for example, you were really bored in your last position. And you don't want to come across saying that, oh, well, I was just bored. Because they might hear that and think, well, did you not seek out opportunities to not be bored? Or they might think, well, why would you take a job that was below your skill set? Because if they're thinking that, they might think they can really lowball an offer for you. We don't want any of that for you. Instead, if they say, what did you not like about your last job? And maybe you feel stumped. Smile, take a breath, say, wow, that's a really interesting question. And as you say that one sentence, the script is forming in your head. Take a breath and say, as I think about that, I've shared with you already that I'm really committed to my personal development. I'd like to grow in my profession and in everything that I do. And I guess you could say I felt stagnant in that last position. I don't feel like I was being challenged appropriately. And even when I asked to learn different things to help me on the job, I felt like I wasn't getting the level of mentorship that I was really craving. And so I'm hoping that in this position, I can have opportunities to learn and to grow. So you see how you took a moment, you were thoughtful, you stayed collected with yourself, and you found a positive spin towards your commitment to growth in that answer. Let's just say they ask you a question that they probably will ask you. Tell me something about yourself. Now, the last thing you want to do is tell them everything about yourself. They don't need to know that your favorite food is mango, that you grew up skateboarding, and that your favorite band right now is, well, still the Beastie Boys because they never got tired. They don't know. They don't need to know any of that. Instead, when they say, tell me something about yourself, you are always finding the spin that relates to the job description and who they want you to be on their team. So you will have this scripted and you will say, well, I'm really a storyteller at heart. Now, when you say that immediately, and I'm giving my own personal example, when you say that immediately, they're going to think, storyteller, tell me more. So find that word that describes who you are at your heart. So I would say, I'm a storyteller at my heart. I grew up with a theater background, doing a theater magnet school in high school. I went to college, got my MFA and my PhD, all in theater, all focusing on performance and performance studies. And through learning all those different things, I became a keen observer of people. I'm an excellent listener and communicator, and I really love learning people's stories. And once I learn their stories, I'm able to use the skill sets I know as a researcher and a writer and a communicator and a teacher to tell their story. So I'm always trying to give back to my community based on what they share with me. Now, I just thought of that off the top of my head, but it sounds pretty good. When I say that I'm a storyteller and that's how I answer, tell me something about yourself, I have given them a garden bed full of the most fertile soil for all of these seeds to plant inside their brains on other questions and other things they can learn about me. But they know they only scheduled a 30-minute interview. So guess what? I just landed my second interview. So when you think about these questions that you think are going to stump you, take a breath. Remember that you are the expert about yourself, and always circle back with that positive spin towards your commitment to growth, your commitment to learning, and how it all relates to the job description at hand. Okay, this was a shorty, but I hope it was really fruitful and useful for you. They can ask you anything, and all you have to do is smile, breathe, say, wow, that's a really interesting question, and have a conversation with them, sharing your honest answer. Okay? Let me know how that goes for you. I am so pulling for you. And I have lots of resources in the description below to further help you prepare for this interview. You have got this.